elect a co-dictator. And then this guy really made a frontal assault on Hannibal's forces again, and guess what? These men all got slaughtered almost to the last. So the guy, humbled, steps down from his co-dictator position and gives Fabian full power back again.
Yes.
Yeah. At least that war showed that the classic Roman tradition of dying heroically.
And there's nothing.
The thing is, this Hannibal guy damn near soloed all of Rome and Italy at the time, but then Carthage got to the point where the war in other places was going badly, and Rome was closing in on the homeland Carthage, so they called Hannibal back. And it's just like, he worked his whole life to beat Rome, and you knew in his heart of hearts, just like, I'm not going to complete my life's work. I'm going to die in some battlefield somewhere. And so he went back, because he served the nation he served for. And so he just died in the basic battle in the desert, a battle he knew he could not win. And actually, one of his tactics against him, where it's like his big famous tactic that he pulled off, where it's like his weakest line was in the middle, and the strongest ones were on the side. So they had to be pushed to the middle. They got surrounded, boxed in, and just fucking killed.
Really? That's like a really common. Oh, I mean, I guess in a time it was really.
Yeah. He invented it.
From Captain Dallas.
Hi everyone, that was the Accursed Hunter. I forgot to introduce him in the last 3 videos.
Nice going.
Thanks.
Approach the frontier in 6 weeks.
Oh well.
With a little work, the network will pick me up.
Actually, extra credits history lessons are pretty cool. Yeah. Some of the stuff went fairly well. But it's like,
I mean,
one of my favorites is when they did this piece on Admiral Yi in Korea, where it's like after the Sengoku Jidai, this period of Korea where 100 years of warfare and stuff, after the Oda Nobunaga stuff, after everything was settled with Hideyoshi and such, he's just like, we have a bunch of these warmongering people that are here, and we don't know what to do with them. Let's just go to North Korea, fuck it. Just give them something to do. Give them something to do.
North Korea. Always mean.
Actually, they didn't go specific to North Korea. They were like, we want to go to war with these people. We need to walk through your country to get there. It's like, we're not going to let you do that. So they went to North Korea.
North Korea. They're the Poland of Asia.
But the guys apparently, when the Japanese ships actually landed, the guys that were on station at the shore, they did nothing for hours. They just let the Japanese set up because they didn't think, well, I'm actually going to go to war with this, really. Are they? No, they can't be. By the time it was too late, like, oh shit, they're actually invading us. So then it was too late.
We don't know.
Basically, the whole point is that Yi was like the single best guy in the military that single-handedly saved all of Korea because of his naval tactics where he went undefeated in every battle he took part in on the sea. Because everyone else screwing him over.
Well, the Japanese at that time didn't really hardly left their islands. Because they're so isolationist.
It's like Japanese had so many more ships and men, for the most part, it didn't really matter. But Admiral Yi and his tactics and the fact that he invented this turtle ship thing. With like a dragon head that can shoot like shit.
So like freaking Greek fire.
I think our details on it, but that turtle ship it is. Did a pretty good number of the Japanese. I shit you not, Yi basically single-handedly saved Korea in that war, but the higher-ups were so corrupt that they screwed him over at every turn. He got demoted like 2 or 3 times. And at one point they got demoted down to the lowest rank. Someone took all his ships and got them almost all wrecked. So when they knew that guy was incompetent, they're like, who else can we get to replace him? Get Yi back. Like, well, everything I worked for is completely destroyed.
That's the problem, because when a commander is very successful, then they become a political threat, and no one in charge wants that because they're popular and they're actually doing shit.
Isn't that basically sort of kind of what happened to Julius Caesar?
That's what happened to a lot of people.
Yeah.
So you said this game has a very long beginning?
Yeah. No one say long. Well, it's a while before you get to actually see any enemies.
Oh, panties.
Oh yeah, like in a movie. trying to seat him again.
You know what's ridiculous about this, right?
I know. It's very slippery. So, do you notice anything about the technology? This is like 2200.
Well, why do you know I've never seen the movies?
Well, this is how the technology was. They still use floppy disks in the future.
Oh, I just slept with that. Okay.
Now,
Oh, I was right with another badass in their parts where there's like a Roman Emperor Justinian. Back in the day, he got the plague, which killed almost everybody. Not the blind plague, but just the plague.
oh,
He got the plague, went to a coma, then he woke up. So he lived, while most other people just died.
Jesus.
He woke up from the plague. He's like, oh,
I'm sure
sure.
he was better taken care of though.
I do remember that it's like if like there are people who are like resistant or have like this quality of them that makes them resistant to diseases or something, and it's because one of their ancestors survived the bubonic plague.
Well, most people that survive, like, you can't really get, it's hard to get the bubonic plague now.
It's almost
Because everyone that was susceptible to it died.
Oh, you want to watch our extra history episodes on the First Crusade? Because that is the definition of a shit show.
What, they won in Jerusalem?
The
Because
First Crusade was like the Pope that was started the Crusade was kind of just like trying to get his position back from when he was excommunicated or kicked out by the Vatican, who has their own picked Pope or whatever. And then he got the Byzantine Empire to help out just so they could get land and they wanted back. This is an excuse.
yeah.
And so they've just been getting people from all over to try to see who show up. Get this thing started. There's a group of peasants that were riled up to go to the Great Crusade like a few weeks or so or months or so before it actually started. So they started trying to crusade before it actually started proper.
Oh my God.
Like the only act of heroism, the whole thing was this one time where these civilians, whatever, was completely surrounded by the Turks, and then the soldiers like held up their shields to protect everybody like a phalanx formation for like 7 hours straight in the beating sun until reinforcements arrived. And when they did, the commander at the time, this was his battle cry: "God be willing, we'll be rich."
Jesus.
That's all you need to know about what happened there. Just nothing but greed and power-hungry, grabbing stuff, power-mongering, disguised as something that may or may not actually matter when it. That should sum up the whole thing right there.
I mean, what war isn't though?
Like a lot of people behind fighting the Great Crusade were pretty incompetent or just dickheads, but somehow they pulled through. There's a lot of incompetence going on in that, but they somehow ended up winning.
Well, imagine just.
Oh yeah, it was the Punic Wars. That was the one thing.
Yeah, you're right, the Punic Wars. But imagine like a bunch of European peasants who have never seen a desert before. I think most of them would have like a hard time.
That was like the Punic Wars. I remember where someone like the Carthaginians or whatever, when they were coming, like they came across these like difficult to navigate mountains over to Italy. And these guys, and then the guys in Rome who've never left Italy before, they're just sitting in winter basically, had to wade through waist-high cold freezing water in their armor, no breakfast or anything, barely allowed to sleep, and they're just standing there in this like haze, they can barely see very far, and then they see this giant shadow approaching them, and it's a fucking war elephant. They've never seen anything like that before. It's basically a monster to them. It was like, oh Jesus Christ, what is that?
I'm surprised Roland Mutani felt the need to send legal at all.
The loss of the Nostromo and its cargoes cost the company a lot of money.
I mean,
It's important we find out what happened. If I can close the case with a conclusive accident report,
Yeah.
great with my secret.
elephants are scary now.
I'm sorry. That was important.
Okay, we should probably focus on the game.
Those fat Florida as fat as elephants are, they're faster than us.
Yeah, they are.
We both get what we want, right?
We can make the defense in 9
Okay.
seconds.
Okay, so now that we are
I'll catch up with it.
paying attention to the game. Okay, so you're Ripley's daughter from the first movie, and second. But you basically she basically followed her mother's footsteps, and now she's on a ship just like her mother used. And you are going to Sevastopol Station. You see it in Nostromo. That was the ship from the first movie. So you're on the Torrens. The Nostromo was a ship that was take everything. The Nostromo was the one that Alan Ripley was on.
The one that got fucked by aliens. Got it.
And just like the aesthetic and technology is just like the first movie. Now the first movie was like early 80s, and they thought, spaceships and spacesuits, but they didn't think we were gonna get past boom boxes and monochrome screens.
In the Prometheus movies and stuff, basically make everything look like they're made out of iPhones.
Yeah. But in this game, this game is like the true successor to Alien.
Can't go through this door.
I mean, Prometheus is basically a reboot.
Sort of.
Hey!
So yeah, that guy's synthetic. He's friendly.
Samuels.
Well, I don't believe as much sleep as the rest of them. I was just inspecting the Torrens facilities, a well-maintained ship. I realized it's a very similar model to
I've worked engineering on ships like this.
Of course.
His mouth is moving like a puppet or something, like from the frickin'
Well, he is but he's not a human. He's synthetic.
Have you seen how, like, in Halo Combat Evolved original back in 2001, how the character's mouths move? Trying to move up and down real quick. That's our anime character.
Halo Combat Evolved came out in 2001. Come on.
Looks like we're up.
Can I just stand there and hide from the aliens?
Well, we're not. This isn't the ship that the aliens are going to attack in. I played this game. We're going to Sevastopol Station. You're getting some weird signals from it. Going to check it out. Don't worry about it too much. Well, you can see this is a very modern ship. Everything is large buttons and look at those computers.
Oh.
I really love this. The aesthetic in this game is amazing. So please do take the time to like look around and stuff.
She was a wreck when I bought her. Took a few years and a lot of contracts to refit.
That's
Fix her sale now.
You said we were approaching Sevastopol Station. Are we talking?
I believe your contact is Marshall Waits, is that right? I'll tell Sebastopol and I'm forwarding with him.
Good. Let's get this done.
Routine. In and out. Connor, how we doing?
Awesome. Loaded and calibrated. Looks vector lock.
Press on so I can say hello.
Channel open fastest.
Does everyone have that detail?
You can watch the approach on the monitors.
The monitors.
Yes. You saw that, right?
Yeah, you're in his way. Rude.
Oh wait.
there's Sevastopol.
Why does it look like anime bad CG?
Switch to monitors. Sevastopol Station. Is the set down?
It looks like that.
Punch up 74, tight angle.
Looks like the dry dock bay is screwed.
I can't bring the Torrens into that.
This is a commercial vessel Torrens out of St. Clair, registration number MSV7760, calling Sevastopol Traffic Control. You're carrying 3 passengers on a Wayland.
Tony Bond, you're holding the Nostromo flight recorder unit. We request immediate permission to transfer the passengers portside over. Hello, Marshall? Marshall, this is the Torrens. Say again?
So what, if one Xenomorph literally fucked the whole station?
So our fitted sound wheels is a radio booster.
One Xenomorph could fuck up the whole station.
24 hours.
You're back from this wagon.
Safe trip.
But they've got guns.
Or do they?
Stand by. My contract doesn't cover busy space routes. It's the only option, and it's perfectly safe if you do my time. Depressurizing. Hating this. Just shout out detailing. Do 2 seconds.
Affirmative.
What was that sound?
Good question.
Don't know.
Is this game trying to use
Huh?
Is this game trying to use sound assets from the first game?
No, that's not what's supposed to be there.
You messed up.
If there's anything you know about horror movies, you don't get off the boat. Even if the boat's a spaceship.
Okay, at this point you need to jump back to your fucking ship. Okay?
Critical failure. We lost 2 members already before even getting onto your ship. Are you sure the scratchy VHS video aesthetic is not supposed to be part of the game?
Okay, that is, but not the sound.
Find help. Help me, Papa D.
Well, gotta put the suit away.
Okay.
Pero no.
What? They're computers.
They said use the save point.
That's not the save point. Look around. It's a telephone. Left. Look left. There you go.
Why?
It's a telephone. But you know what a telephone is? It's the future. It's advanced. Can't you tell? Look how many flashing lights there are. It has to be advanced. And yes, you do have to, it does take, when you're saving, you can be attacked. Just so you know. When you're reading an email, you can be attacked. When you're doing anything, you can be killed. Go on.
Time to call for the vents. So does the alien have some sort of introduction, or does it just happen?
It's a very cinematic game, so yes. Why don't you just play and find out, God?
She moved faster than you, stupid ass.
Yeah, because she's not an idiot. She's Ripley's daughter. She's tough. She's fast.
You know, she got 2 people killed in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, but it wasn't really her fault. It was the debris.
And she didn't bounce back to her ship, literally.
You know, the distances are pretty long. And also, it's not like she knows that there's going to be something wrong.
And then I got it.
Don't worry. Based on just looking at the fall, you can tell that it's planned.
How to teach me how to use a healing aid? Or not?
Don't waste the flares. As you can see, this is basically an airport or spaceport. There's a luggage where luggage goes through. There's a lobby, a terminal. Someone
You
new.
always know what you...
There's a name below there.
I didn't see the whole video. But apparently there was this segment on Jeopardy where there's a video game category, and everyone read it as long as humanly possible to get to it.
What was the question?
First one, the question they asked was like, this company's like, I think it was like, this company's Infinity game lets you play as multiple different Disney characters, basically.
Disney Infinity.
They didn't blatantly say the word Disney, but it listed Disney characters in the word Infinity, so it's like Disney Infinity. Of course, I would know that, but apparently no one else did. Of course, that's the kind of that's an easy question though for video game stuff.
Or that one Sonic the Hedgehog question.
Who is Donkey Kong?
They're dumb.
There wasn't like the Legend of Zorro or something like that. I don't know.
Legend of Zaldo.
So I already forgot which one it is that you... Oh, first square activate. Okay. So then, how do I unequip the food?
Each of those is an item you can build or get.
I want to unequip it.
Well, you only have the flare, which you shouldn't use. It would be waste right now.
Can't jump.
Go back. There you go. see how magical the world can be when you pay attention. Also, you do wanna explore the nooks and crannies of the world, because there are usually supply there. See.
Forgotten?
Question mark. Also, you could just gone through there. Look, there's a button. Oh, no, it's not a button. Yeah, just keep going. Someone,
Here's one of the questions in the Jeopardy thing. Morrowind and Skyrim are iterations of this venerable set of games.
What is Elder Scrolls?
I haven't watched the video or get to that point, but I'm pretty sure they got that one wrong.
Of course you did.
Did they get any?
If there are people that know absolutely nothing about video games and they don't touch them, then I get it. But it's like, this is like the easiest of possible.
I don't know. I guess Elder Scrolls is more out of the way.
They got this other question wrong at one point, so.
I don't think Legend of Zelda is as well known as people think. I think the most well-known ones are Mario and Donkey Kong. Look at the scale model of the Vestipole Station. Why don't you just look at it behind you? Look up. See how big. As you can see, it's made up of
Oh, this is a model of the...
Yeah. Genius.
I just gotta ignore it and thought it was part of the computer.
It's because everything is because of their... It says fuck you.
That one's for you, puppet.
Thanks.
Trust no one.
Star.
Keep out.
Looters keep out.
How did one scene of water cause this whole station to go to shit? Unless there was more than one.
This life for rent. Wait, this life for no rent?
I think it's just...
Tomorrow together equals no future.
Oh no, together the future?
Welcome to the end of the line.
I think the one...
The safe point, then there's this thing.
You gotta... 3 times. Technology, hooray! I love these old computers. Look out. Keep looking out. Huh. At least you don't come out. There's a scripted cutscene there. People. Sylvester Link. I love it.
Langley, I think that's one of the characters in the movie. Langley, if you're looking for a stash, I've moved it to the left to the right. From the up to the right. Jesus, do you know how I have these together? If anyone want to get one of the storeroom, you should be able to find it. The code is 0340. Don't worry, what was the terminal? Okay, so now I'm going to have passwords.
They're going to put like any important information that you need to progress in blue.
Harris, Turner, get back here now. We have a track somewhere in engineering. Lock the terminal down, kill the power, and don't forget your reports. Make them thorough. We're gonna need our paperwork to be bulletproof when this shit's over. Waits up.
Oh, that was... Okay.
There's a lot of save points, but you can't be killed.
What? Don't default to no.
But they want you to die.
First question. This company's Infinity allowed you to play characters from The Incredibles and Cars, name a few.
Oh, we go back. Like, oh, you're not. No, the light left. There you go. Look at it. No, go to the light. It's a map. Genius. How do you not know that The Incredibles and Cars are not Disney? So dumb.
They use a
It's
clip
a
from
briefcase.
Destiny. Come on.
Do you interact with objects? That's the
I mean, if they're... I think everyone knows what Call of Duty is, what Halo is. Green light means go get it.
In the classic video game Jousts, contestants were placed upon these birds.
What is Joust?
I thought it would be what is emus.
Oh, ostriches.
Ostrich.
I actually play Joust, so...
You're going the wrong way. Don't you see the green light?
Mother. I've already been through here.
Oh, never mind. Well, you gotta turn on the power, look around. Oh, see? So if you have a code, you want to put in the code. Good job. We're gonna collect everything.
That was pretty ominous. These are picking up something potentially helpful.
What did you get?
A blueprint.
For what?
Okay. Dude, there's no mirrors.
Try the other doors. No, you need fuses. Oh yeah.
You have to move that fuse back.
Wait, is it fuses? I don't know. Just look. You have to look around. This isn't a game where it'll just tell you. You have to look around.
Let's see.
It doesn't pull that shit. Also, sometimes the computers control things. Go to utility. Restore power. There you go. Wait, keep look outside. People. A whole 3 of them. Okay. Hold on.
So did you go where they ran or go for where they ran from?
If you go back, you're gonna find some stuff. Again, you want to explore because those items, those scraps and things you find, will help you. Say that stuff. That's what you use to build stuff, and you build that stuff so you can survive.
Whoa!
Nice going.
You saw that wasn't on purpose, right?
I don't know. I never did it on purpose. By accident. You know, you could just not have it out.
I asked you earlier, how do I change that?
By switching to nothing.
It won't let me switch to nothing. I have to choose one or the other. I'm going to assume I took everything in here,
Yes, it's open.
and for some reason I must have like, it might have read me pressing the square button twice.
No, it just stays green.
No, it's the square button to take all items, and it's the square button to activate the flare.
Sí, dime. ¿Me oyes?
So I'm gonna assume the game.
No. That'll hurt you. It's electricity. Don't touch it.
No, tienes que poner
There you go.
atención porque
You're a smart boy.
yo no sé si sea cierto, pero han enseñado videos de que van proveedores a hacer las tiendas y te
Oh,
mandan que
weird.
te dejaron
I
tanto.
mean, you're in an airport, basically.
Es cierto, te dejan menos o te
A spooky airport.
como que están robando facilitas o así.
That comes in that actually becomes relevant later. This is the part of the airport where there's like a few restaurants and stuff.
Strangers will be shot.
Don't look strange.
Hey Chief, this is like the hallway from Doom. Eternal.
Again, you're passing by all these like these spaces that might have stuff that you could use.
I'm just exploring the upper floors first. Oh. Here?
That's blocked.
So as we're piloting the ships, they think that you're all dead and just leave without you?
No, they're gonna stay. They're not.
Until something blows it up, unless the objective of the game is to get onto the ship to get out of Dodge.
Hold
I
on.
mean,
That's my guess.
again, this is based heavily off of Alien, so.
Welcome to, oh,
No, look at you're supposed to go down.
but what about the other collectible stuff?
I didn't see.
Because like, I immediately went up here thinking this must not be the right path, so maybe there's some.
No, that was our path.
There are no collectibles here.
Not there.
You'll be complaining about me not exploring everywhere.
You want exploring. You should be. For example, that you need a special item to get through.
I'll touch.
But in the future, Asian food still exists at least. There are also a lot of like ads and stuff that are pretty funny. Like, oh, a digital watch, so advanced. Look, an arcade. Look at all the video games.
To make up for the flare I lost.
Yeah, you can't play it.
But I wanted to play
Run around, Rex.
and also, oh, that's the same cabinet.
Look at the name of the arcade. Cleared Up Amusements.
we wanted, he continued to be evasive.
Well, we're overtime.
Only a few minutes, he and his team were pelted by projectiles from an angry crowd.
Pizza time. Actually, no, that was earlier.
What's left of his team are forcibly ejecting us from the terminal. Feels like we're on our own now.
Can I address the elephant in the room?
What?
Okay, look back. No, farther back.
I guess I would say that.
Why is there ketchup in an Asian restaurant? These are important questions that need answers. I know this is the future, but has the future gone too far this time?
Okay.